we have Patrice Gheisar here from Halifax Wanderers. We'll start off in the room, and if there's any questions on Zoom, just raise your hand. So, Josh, take it away for us again.
Thanks, Ryan. Firstly, congratulations, Patrice. 3 big points at home. How are you feeling right now in the aftermath of what was a fantastic day of football here at the Wanderers grounds?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of the guys. For me, that's adapt and overcome, have a strong mindset. It's not the start we wanted. The 2 goals we gave up were not ideal goals. They came through 0 passes that the opposition made, but you could see that there's a strong belief in the group. It didn't bother them, and they turned around, and I thought all the goals we scored, we created, and perhaps you could say on a luckier day, you get 1 or 2 more. Our attack looks really explosive, and on the scary side, we're missing a young man who's pretty good named Ryan Telfer. We're missing Clem Bahia and several others, and Kale Lockery, who was really sick, and some others. So I think as we get healthy more and more, we're at a good position that we're growing.
Mm-hmm. Not to get too into the weeds, but so you mentioned Kale was sick, and Alphonse ends up coming in, and he plays a full 90. What did you think of his match today?
I thought Jefferson was fantastic. Listen, I got into a lot of fun conversations last year about U21 minutes. For me, I judge the players, and I said this last year, based on their ability. I don't say let's go out of our way and play a younger or older player. If we have signed you, we have a commitment to develop you, work with you, and I think what I love about Jefferson is that he's been waiting patiently. He's made cameos in every game at different stints and different sort of positions and responsibility. While coming in today in a big game at home, I thought he was fantastic. So couldn't have asked more, and now we have a great environment because now Kale has to fight with him and Dan and Kareem, so I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, switching over to another U21 player, we just heard from Thiago, and he said, he can't describe what it meant to him to get the start, and also a big goal today. He said he's had a hard year. What did you think of his match today?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the pain needed to take him off, but I think we're an environment that wants to win. Like everybody else, but we do care about all of our players. We always put their health first, so to play him a bit more could have been risky. So given with our science team, sports science, we thought those would be the adequate minutes that he could push, and I thought he did a really, really good job. And now we look to grow it and hopefully keep him on the field much longer than what it's been in the first half of the year.
Yeah, he mentioned a really interesting thing. I think it was that between the 50th and 60th minute is something that your staff had identified as maybe the time to take advantage of Vancouver. Is there something in particular that they do that you said, okay, guys, like this is
yeah, for sure. There's a couple of different things that we go through the week that we identify strengths and weaknesses of our opponents and what we have, and then we turn it into opportunities. So yes.
Fair enough. Just 2 more questions. Sorry to be greedy, Ryan.
Yeah.
Sean Ray made his debut today. He had a couple skill moves there to create space. What did you think of the newest signing?
Yeah, fantastic. I really felt he was going to hit a goal. I think he would have loved it, but we played him in a position that's unfamiliar for him, as like a false 9, given the lack of 9s that we have right now. But he took it on with full commitment and desire to do well. I thought he ran behind, he was creating, he was confident, and he did a lot of good things that I look forward to seeing grow.
Yeah, just in the match notes, I actually don't remember reading it. Did Christian Valesky still out with injury, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last question from me.
Sure.
Dan Nimick, he ended up having assist on Rampy's goal. He got one from the slot, but also he had 2 errors which ended up in the back of the net. What was your conversation with him post match? I saw you guys had a little chat.
Yeah, I gave him a joke. I said, "Why are you looking so sad? You had a goal and 3 assists." He didn't laugh about that. But listen, Dan's been one of our biggest players, so we stand by him. We won, and to say that nobody turned on him, everybody's positive. And I don't ever think it's very rare that it's one person's mistake, because we could have avoided the ball from being played forward. So everyone makes it. When a striker misses, Josh, we say, nice try. When a defender makes a mistake on the opposition score, we're like, he made an error. So to be fair to him, he's going to stand up, and I know he'll bounce back and have a top performance in that big week that we got coming up.
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. Benedict, go ahead.
Thank you. Patrice, how proud are you of your team's effort to, after the early goal, to sort of bounce back and find another one pretty quickly?
Yeah, top, absolutely top. I thought they were quite resilient. I thought, when that happens, Benedict, you have a lot of minutes to score a goal, but it's how. We could have panicked, kept it long, but I thought we played really good football and created the multiple opportunities that created the goal. So I'm happy that the group is committed to our game model. I'm happy that we trust each other, and I look at all of our, majority of our losses came in the first 6 games, and that's behind us. And now we're looking to grow, and I think we're, what I said to the guys before the game, Benedict, was performance is what's happening on a day. So we have what we're going to try to do against Vancouver, and then there's the learnings, and the learnings is what we took away from the first beginning of the year. And if we could combine those two things, we're going to get results, and I think that's a perfect example.
And I know you're taking things sort of one game at a time, but sort of quietly 4 points away from our playoff spot now, and the table as a whole, I think there's only 13 points, I believe, from first to eighth. Have you ever seen a league or a table that close before at this point in the season?
Yes, last year. It was the same last year. I think on a weekly level, we were going from 6th to 3rd to 4th to 2nd. But this year, in my opinion, Benedict, the league has improved. The teams are all more tactically advanced. All the players have improved. There's really good new additions for every team. So I think it's been fantastic. But I just can't believe how tight it is. And I think for me, it's one of the best watches there is for a fan, because at any given week, anything can happen. So it's quite exciting, and we look forward as we have 3 games in 1 week, and our wonderful schedule takes us from Hamilton to Calgary to Hamilton to Winnipeg to Halifax. So all in a week, and I think it's an important week for us.
Thanks, Patrice. Good luck with the next one.
Thanks, Benedict.
Thanks, Benedict. Zach, go ahead.
Patrice, congrats on the victory.
Thank you.
And you, about 5 weeks ago, you got your first league win of the season, and it's been 4 out of 6 matches where you've now won, and like talk about moving up the table. But how do you see that progression, and where you kind of see things going in now? Like you said, this massive week starting off with the Calgary game.
Yeah, I think whatever happened to start the season, whether it's a mix of injuries, whether the difficulties that we experienced, it's been a stronger, and that's what I talked about to the group about our learnings. We have to perform, and performance is the key at every match day. But the learnings is what's going to take us and allow us to say, okay, I played this team twice, I made that mistake, I paid for it, now I'm not going to do that, let's get a result. So I think that's been really important, and for us, we've learned to trust each other and trust the group. And I think, today, another unsung hero, I thought Patrice Gheisar was really good, and he had his first start. So we're also now, Zach, saying, okay, we could rest more guys, and now with Vitor's good performance, that puts pressure on Gigi Provo to have to perform well at training, and that's competition, and that's what's going to make us better. Because essentially, our best environments are trainings, then the matches should seem like an easier walkthrough, right? If we could create that ever.
Well, that's all for me. Thank you so much, and safe travels to Calgary.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach. Benedict, do you have a follow-up?
Sorry, no.
Awesome. Maybe we've had just a thought on Andre Rampersad getting his first goal in a while, and it's almost the match winner, but just a thought on maybe.
It is the match winner, yeah. Listen, we just get announced the man of the match, and we give it to Jefferson Alphonse and Andre Rampersad. Andre has, I thought in my first year, as we were trying to figure him out as a 10 or an 8 or a 6, he had some up and downs, but he's been fantastic this year. We were really sorry to see him all go, but part of that was also because we believed in Andre stepping up. So today really exemplified about the person he's become as a leader, tackler, passer, and that goal couldn't have come to a better guy.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.